So let's talk about mommy self-care. Mommy self-care can be a very taboo subject. There is this negative connotation associated with mommy self-care in the sense that it's like, oh, you know, it's all about you. Forget your kids, forget your husband, forget your house. It's all about yourself and self-empowerment and all these things. Now, for me, when I speak of mommy self-care, I'm talking about the vitals.
Welcome to Plan, Prep, Pray.
I was asked by one of the viewers, because I mentioned in a previous video, which I'll link up above, and about checking your vitals. Make sure that you check your vitals when it comes to trying to find motivation. And they asked, how do you check your vitals? What are your vitals? So I thought this will be a very helpful video to those trying to get more information on self-care. Now, the 5 important vital signs. We've got blood pressure, pulse, temperature, respiration, pain. All right, so those are the 5 important vital signs. Now I'm a nurse, all right? So I'm speaking the truth. So let's go through the first one, blood pressure. Now when I say blood pressure, when I think about blood pressure, I think about stress. I think about how stress causes your blood pressure to rise. You know what I mean? How do you deal with stress? What are those things that are stressing you out? One of the top ways that I think as moms that we can deal with stress is to take inventory of the things that are stressing us out. Brain dump. We carry too much in our minds. It is so important to take the time to brain dump, to jot down all the things, even if there is no way that you can accomplish all the things. But just taking them out of your mind, you create so much more space to actually not only see which of all these lists of 500 is actually the most important things that you need to get done, but also you just get that worry down on paper, which in turn just creates more room to be creative and to think and to be peacefully present. It is amazing to see the stress relief that comes from just writing down all the things that you have to do. So definitely check your blood pressure. Now, when I think of pulse, I think of exercise. You know, you gotta maintain a certain pulse rate while you're exercising in order for it to be like effective. So, are you exercising? Are you moving your body? Are you, I mean, even if it's a daily walk, just a walk, even if it's a daily stretch, just stretching your body. We have a responsibility to use this vessel, to use this body that God has given us to be His hands and feet. And how can we be His hands and feet if we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't take time to exercise? And I am excuse maker number 1. I am the one that's like, how can I exercise? My kids are sick. I'm sick. I'm tired. I barely got time to brush my teeth, let alone find time to exercise. I had all the excuses in the world, okay? Until I started doing 75 hard. Now, I just felt nudged to do it once my friend Jill said, Wendy, we're doing it. And my response wasn't no. My response was like, you need to do this. Like, that's how I kind of, I don't use it lightly when I say that I feel that I felt God telling me to do it. And I hesitate with saying that because I feel like people use that all the time. God told me to do it. God told me, like, really? Did God really tell you to do that? Did God really tell you to do that? So that's like what my hesitation is coming from. But I started doing 75 hard. And guess what? 75 hard. And let me know, I can do a whole video explaining what it is and how it works and all the things. But the basics is that it is all about, one of the things that you have to do is 2 45-minute exercises, okay? And if you fail, you have to start all over again back at day 1. And this is supposed to be for 75 days. One of the exercises need to be outside. And so when you got me outside in the rain, pushing the stroller with my kids, and I'm just like, wow, when you don't have no choice, all those excuses that you used to use in the past really seem super minimal. Like they seem like excuses, you know? So I say all of that to say, it's so important to move your body. Research has shown it. God talks about taking care of your body in the Bible. Like, I'm not saying go out there and CrossFit, but go on a walk. You grab a YouTube video, do a 15-minute stretch. Like, take care of this vessel, because this vessel is brought you your babies. You know, it is what God is physically using to bring him glory. So take care of it. Number 3, temperature. We are the thermostat of our home. We set the temperature. As moms, as women in the home, I truly believe that when we hot, everybody hot. When we're cold, we can diffuse certain situations. And I think a lot of the times, one of the ways, at least personally for me, that truly helps me set the correct temperature within myself is accountability. It is so important to have accountability, to have people who you can reach out to, that you could be like, look, the kids, they acting crazy. They're off the wall. People that literally point you back to God. Wendy, did you pray today? Did you do your devotionals? Have you taken some deep breaths? Maybe go to the bathroom. You know, those, or I've had times like that. I can relate to you. Here's what I did. Or I'm just here to listen. Let me hear what you're going through. These different types of things that accountability partners or accountabilities can provide for you is priceless to me. And now accountability can be friends. Now for me, I've got a group of friends, so it can be friends, but it can also be your husband, it could be a mother, it could be a sister, it could be your next door neighbor, it could be a Facebook friend. Accountability comes in all shapes and sizes. My only thing is, just be wary that your accountability is biblically sound in some sense, because in the same way that they could turn your temperature down, they can also turn your temperature up. So just be mindful of who you are confiding in. Now, when I think about respirations, I think about the breath of life. I think about God. I think about Jesus. Self-care for me, one of, if not the most important vital sign. Are you breathing? Are you spending time in the Word? Are you spending time in prayer? There are seasons where you can't spend 5 hours in the Bible, and you're opening up your physical Bible and reading it. But are you praying? Because prayer is just constant connection. And prayer doesn't have to be this flowery, beautiful thing. It can be real. It can be raw. It can be, this is where I'm at right now, Lord. How connected are you to the vine? Number 5, pain. Your mind, depression, loneliness, pain. Are you in pain? I was in pain. I was in pain for months, and I denied the pain that I was in. I tried. If you're in pain, there is nothing wrong with seeking help. There is nothing wrong with speaking to someone. You are not less of a Christian. You are not less of a Christ follower. You do not have less faith to seek mental help. Now, I would advise a Christian therapist, a Christian counselor, one that is biblically solid. But there is no shame in seeking mental help. There is no shame in talking to someone about your depression, about your loneliness. Just like you would go to the doctor if you had a broken arm, when you have a broken mind, it is okay to seek help. Are you in pain? I hope you'll take some time today to ask yourself these 5 things and check your vitals and make sure that you are practicing self-care. Especially now around the holiday time, it can be so easy to forget to take care of yourself. So don't get lost in that. Be mindful of how you take care of yourself. I've got a video talking all about self-care during the holidays, so check that video out if you'd like more specifics on holiday time self-care. And leave me a comment, let me know how I can pray for you. And until next time, bye.